I'm Susan Smith-Sargent, and I'm an artist in Lexington, Kentucky. My two main mediums are silk painting and acrylic mixed media. Most people are familiar with acrylic mixed media, but few are aware of the art of painting on silk. Many years ago, as an art student, I created my first silk painting and I was immediately smitten. My infatuation with silk painting persists today because no other medium captures the brilliance and luminosity of fiber-reactive dyes on silk. In this short video, I walk you through the process to provide a better understanding of what goes into the work. The process begins usually with a design that I've created and drawn out on paper with a permanent marker. I then cut the silk and rinse it well to make sure there is no sizing left in the silk. Then the blank piece of silk is stretched on a stretcher frame. Lately, I've been using PVC pipe to make my frames as it's easy to size and cut it to fit the project. I lay the design below the stretched material and trace it onto silk using a pencil lightly or a light blue laundry marker. Next, I spend time working out my color palette. Depending on the project, I will either pre-mix the dye colors and store them in small containers, or mix them as I go on a porcelain palette. To define lines and shapes in a composition, I often use a water-based resist called Gutta, spelled G-U-T-T-A. It's applied with a brush or squeeze bottle and creates holding lines or fences that prevent the dye from spreading beyond drawn shape or area. Interesting fact, the Gouda that I'm currently using is made from sea algae. These resist lines are applied either directly to the white silk or on top of thin dye-painted lines. The latter method is called underpainting, and it is done to avoid having white outlines around the forms. Once the Gouda is applied to the entire painting, ensuring that there are no gaps where the dye can leak out of the intended area, I can then apply the dye to all the outline areas and the background to complete the painting. After the painting is finished, it's time to wrap the painted silk in protective paper and steam it for 1 to 3 hours, depending on the type of dye used. This process helps to permanently bond the dye molecules with the silk fibers, making the dyes color-fast and washable. This process is crucial for ensuring the longevity and vibrancy of the dyed silk. Once the silk is steamed and rinsed, it can be worn as a scarf, sewn into a garment or pillow, or finished as wall art. I recently discovered a method for bonding silk directly to canvas using a special liquid medium. Although the soft hand of the silk is lost, it allows me to create paintings on canvas that are archival and very durable. It involves coating the canvas with medium and then carefully placing the silk painting on the dried surface. I usually wet it to stretch it out a little, making sure that there are no ripples or air bubbles before applying the medium over the painting. The liquid medium is then squeegeed from the center of the painting to the edges before it is dried with a hand dryer. The painting is then finished, ready to be signed, wired, and hung. I hope you found this short video helpful in understanding the silk painting process. If you'd like to view more of my work, check out my website at www.smithsargent.com or visit me at the Artist Attic on Main Street in downtown Lexington.